Hi, I'm going to show you how to create a new appointment in Acuity and then how to link that up to Squarespace. And when I say appointment, what I really mean is class, but appointment is the terminology that Acuity uses. So the very first thing to do is to log into Acuity with your username and password that was sent to you. It's going to be your email address. And then what you want to do is come in to appointment types, and we're going to create a new type of group class, and we're going to base it off of the information in this introduction to sourdough class. I've actually gone into your events section of your website. If you look, we'll come back up to the beginning just so you can see it. So we're in the main page that you log into when you log into your Squarespace website, except over here is probably normally your home page. You would navigate to pages and then to events. And what I've done is I've gone and taken one of your introduction to sourdough courses, and I've actually just duplicated it so that I could use it. It's in draft mode so that no one will be able to see it. And I'm going to leave it in place for you until you're done orienting yourself on how to do these types of connections between Acuity and Squarespace, and then you can go ahead and delete it or reuse it if you'd like. So the first thing that I will do is I'm going to come in and say edit, because I want to borrow a lot of this information to build out Acuity. So the important information I want for this new group class, and actually we can delete this. This is just automatically made when you create your Acuity account. Okay, so now you don't have any classes or any types of service available. So we're going to say new type of group class, and we're going to give it a name, and we're going to call it Introduction to Sourdough. We're going to do a lot of copying and pasting here. And duration, we're going to come back, and actually I had gone in here, we're going to get rid of that. And I'd gone into Eventbrite to take a peek at your settings over there. And we've hopped over to the Introduction to Sourdough that was over in Eventbrite to just take a peek over here to grab some more of that information. You won't use Eventbrite anymore. You'll just do all of this setup in Squarespace. So I'm not sure why the price is $45 to $50 in here, but if you did want to set up multiple price points, that is something you can definitely do, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm not sure why the $5 differential. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I'll show you how to do a little add-on in any case. Oh, here we go. There's an alumni rate that is a discount. Okay. What you can actually do is you can offer, you could actually create a code if you preferred to share with alumni that alumni could enter, and I'll show you how to do that. And so that is what that looks like. Okay, great. So I'll show you how to do a code, or I'll just show you how to choose from two different enrollment types. Okay. So let's head back over. So our class is called Introduction to Sourdough. We're not going to add a lot of detailed information here with a longer description, because we'll be embedding this into your events page, which already has all of the information somebody could need. So we won't be repeating any of that information, because there's no way for someone to get to it without coming through here. So what we will do, we could show a message after scheduling if you wanted to, and I am going to show you where the confirmation and reminder and cancellation forms actually all come into play as well, or email templates come into play as well. But let's just follow through. So we're not going to add a longer description because we won't need it. We don't want to add additional information that's not needed. We could potentially say, don't forget to bring a bag to bring your sourdough home in, or don't forget to bring a printout of this email as your confirmation, or don't, any options here. Okay. So for duration, we're just going to come back actually to this event page, and I see that it is from noon to 3. So 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, that's 3 hours. So, and we're going to put that in as 90 minutes, so that's 180 minutes. We're not going to worry about blocking off time before and after because this isn't that kind of calendar. It's mostly, this is most effective if you're actually booking appointments. Okay. And so we're going to put the price in here as $50. And if you wanted to add a picture, I borrowed the picture from your website. And we want this public. We want people to be able to get in here and book it. And this is a class grouper event. And so let's see if I can figure out how many people you're allowing. Oh, you do. Please bring a jar or awesome. So we're going to actually put that little reminder up in here, which is great. We'll make it bold. I don't know if that's necessary, but we can look at it afterward and see what we think. Okay, max number of people. Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't say how many people max. Let's check on here if it had a max number of people. I'm just going to guess and we're going to say 12. Maybe, let's say 16. And then if you had a multi-day class, I did notice that you had some butchering classes and they were multiple days. And you would want in that case, if you were having a multi-day class, you would definitely want to select this clients must sign up for all times offered. So we're actually just creating a type of class right now. We're not actually entering the dates or anything yet, as you can see. We're just saying how long the class is going to be, how much it's going to be, how many people are allowed. And we're going to create appointment type. And at this stage is when we'll start to add the date that the class is offered and the start time. Okay. So we now want to offer this class. And the date I made up for our class was November 4th. So we're going to offer this class November 4th. Now this is great. I noticed that you offer the introduction to sourdough class multiple times. And so this would be great. You wouldn't have to reinvent the wheel every time you want to offer the class. So it's November 4th. It's starting at 12 p.m. If you wanted to have it occur every Sunday for a month, you could certainly do that, but we're not going to do that. Okay, and we're just going to save this class. Great. And now you could offer the class again and just repeat that as many times as you wanted. And now when somebody signs up for the class, you'll actually be able to return to this and you can actually print a class list, or you could register people if you wanted, or even delete the class, or even cancel and reschedule. Okay. So from here, we've now got our class all set up with an offering. Now we did want to offer a coupon code for our alumni. So we could add a coupon. Oh. And then, let's see. We're going to call this coupon alumni. And it's going to be a 10% coupon. We'll say each customer can use this once. If you were going to use this course on any class, we could say unlimited uses, and we could let it go for any appointment, or we could limit it. And we could say it doesn't have an expiration date, and we could save this coupon. Okay. So now, if we come back down to appointment types, we can see there's our introduction to sourdough. And what we want to do is to get this direct scheduling link. We're going to copy it. Now we're ready to come over into Squarespace. So rather than having a register button like this, we're going to delete this. And we're actually going to come down to the bottom. We're going to click on this sideways bubble, as I like to call it. And we're going to add the Acuity block. There are two ways you can get to the Acuity block. You can scroll down here into the More section, and you can click on Appointment Scheduling, or you could have, up here in the search, just start to type Appointment. I wonder if Acuity works. Oh, if you type Acuity, that works also. Okay, and so now we want to paste in that link that we just got, the direct scheduling link. And you can see now that someone can actually sign up right inside here. Now what I don't necessarily love is that picture of the bread right there. It feels a little redundant to me, but let's take a look and see if we click on our event over here. Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to see it. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to see it if we can until we publish it. So I'm going to quickly save and publish it so you can see it. There it is. So what happens now is when somebody chooses the event, they're going to scroll through here and they're going to be able to sign up. And I would say 10% discount off for all university alumni. I would say that the best thing to do here is use code alumni. Let's make that bold. That check out. There we go. And now the way it works is someone scrolls down. They just say sign up. It prompts them for their information, and they can redeem that coupon code that said alumni, and it will prompt them for all their billing information. So I'm going to actually put this back into draft mode and save it so that nobody coming to the website can see it any longer. Okay. So a few more things to note about as far as setup is concerned. There are a few things that you need to do, and the biggest one is connecting yourself to a payment processor. Whoop. So you're going to come over here in Acuity and scroll all the way down under Business Settings and choose Payment Settings. And you're going to want to set up Stripe or Square, whichever you use. I believe that Stripe is what's used. And ensure, I believe you may also be able to, yes, accept PayPal. And so you'll want to set that up so that people can register and actually make payments. The other thing to know about is that Acuity automatically will send out a series of emails to people who have signed up. And let's go into email settings. And so you can add different templates, create different email templates for different courses. And you would just add a new template and you could drag other courses into the other templates. For right now, I would stick with the standard just because it makes it a little bit easier. But you will want to come in and add information as to what the location of your class is. So people will have that in their email. So this is the email that's going to come out to someone who has signed up. It's going to give them the opportunity to change or cancel. And you can actually set up, and then it also automatically send reminders out. You could actually text clients as well. And here's that reminder template. And this is set to go out 24 hours before, but you could add additional reminders too. And if it's canceled, this will be the cancel email. So all of this can be customized either across all events, or you can set them up specifically for certain events. And then one thing I like to remind people is that reviews are really important for any business looking for that social proof. And this customizing, having a follow-up email that's crafted to ask people to provide you with a review or a feedback is a really great opportunity, and it's automated so you don't have to remember to do it. I recommend coming through and taking this walkthrough because it's really, really useful to get familiar with the system. And there's also a wonderful help system in here as well. And then, last but not least, in the appointment calendar, you could configure it if Craft has a calendar. You want to make sure you don't schedule things over, but you definitely don't need to do that. And I'm going to show you that when we get to November, there it is. November shows that there's one class, and you can access it from there. You can also get a list of all the clients that have signed up. And you can also get reports for various items related to your users and your appointments from in here. Okay, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. I hope that you found this helpful and that you have a lot of success working with Acuity. Oh, I wanted to say too, other than credit card processing fees, there are no fees associated with your Acuity account.